morning, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. Guys, hit that subscribe button. We, as a squad, as a Vechain family, as the new 1%, are almost at 4,000 strong. So please hit that subscribe button for me. I'd like to give a shout out to my wonderful Patreon subscribers: Jeffrey, the Fern Line, Sergio, Mac Harris, Lassie Nielsen, Bread Garlic House, Sean D and AJ. Thank you so much for your wondrous support. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get on with the show today. So looking at the one-day chart, guys, we are up 1.6%. Not really much to talk about when talking about the prices today. I think we are just still down because of the Bitcoin dip. But once Bitcoin sorts itself out, I think we will be heading back on the upward trend. There's just too much good news, too much enterprise adoption. And, we all know that the VeChain price is being held down. So, but that doesn't matter. What does matter is more adoption, more enterprise usage, more VTHO burn. And we're seeing that each and every day. So I'm keeping my head up. I'm still stacking VeChain and chilling. Nothing has changed. And let's move on. All right, looking at the VTHO burn yesterday, we stopped at about 4.61 million VTHO. So that is amazing. And today we're only at about 0.25, but I expect that that number will increase today. Also, the DMVGL My Care news, signing up 2 very, very large companies for their My Care solution. So that's just more VTHO burn. And things are going well. Just the price is lagging a little bit there. Took a little bit of a dip just along with the market. So, it is what it is. But, the future prospects of VeChain still look great. I'm still hyper bullish on it. And, with this increased VTHO burn each and every week, it gives me hope that, a turnaround is coming soon. So who knows? I could be wrong, but I think that we are in a good spot. Even though we're down from 2 cents to 1, I still think we're in a really good spot. We could have dipped lower. We could have gone down back to where we were, 0.004 cents, but we're still holding strong in that 1 cent mark. So hopefully we can see some price movement. All right, guys. So this story here, we talked about the ACWA and the what was that other one? NOMAC, but we did not go over Carrefour. So Carrefour, VeChain partners with Carrefour and DMVGL for their My Care solution as a preventative measure against COVID-19. The reason why I couldn't talk about Carrefour yesterday, because the whole article was in Brazilian and I couldn't read it. So we're going to go over it today. 2 recently announced partnerships show how the adoption of the solutions based on VeChain is increasing. The blockchain company has developed a solution to prevent and decrease the risk of infection for 19, together with DMVGL, known as My Care, based on the VeChain Thor blockchain. 3 companies with offices around the world will now implement this solution. The first company is Carrefour Commerce Industry, the second largest retail company in Europe, which is already known for its partnership with Crystal Chain to incorporate Ethereum-based blockchain technology into its products. According to the announcement, its partnership with VeChain and DMVGL has enabled it to meet requirements for commercial preparedness to prevent 19 infection. Carrefour announced that it has completed the certification for its wholesale retail locations in Brazil. Therefore, all Carrefour stores, from supermarkets to mini markets, convenience stores, distribution centers, and pharmacies, meet risk and infection management criteria and standards set by VeChain My Care. The VeChain Thor-based solution was implemented in all Carrefour brands and the associated brands Carrefour Express, Carrefour Barao, Carrefour Market. Don't even know how to pronounce that. Don't know how to pronounce that. Carrefour. The company announced the following. Based on the documentation provided, the statements made during the interviews, and the sampling of the criteria adopted, DMVGL believes that the processes structured to implemented by the organization are in accordance with good practices that meet requirements acceptable to the management of infection risk in the workplace. The information on this page has been stamped and sealed in the public Vechain blockchain, guys. Oh, man. I love it. I love VeChain. I love cryptocurrency as a whole. We are taking the world over by storm. I'm not listening to any FUD. I'm not listening to any negativity, any of that garbage. I know what I know, and I know what I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. VeChain is going to be a part of our lives, whether you want it to be or not. So My Care is doing big things. And this is good news because, again, I keep saying it. Almost every video, companies are not going through this crap anymore. This 19 stuff has put a lot of companies out of business. Over 10,000 businesses, over 10,000 small businesses in New York City alone had to close because of this 19 crap. No one was prepared for this. No one was, no one was looking out for a global pandemic to shut everything down. But now that it has happened and we are slowly recovering, companies are putting solutions in place, such as My Care, in order to prevent stuff like this from happening and to gather the community's trust again. Because, I don't know about you all, but I'm not trying to stay in no dirty hotel or, no guidelines with COVID, no guidelines for cleanliness, infection risk, or nothing like that. So I want to know that my hotel or wherever I'm staying has the best standards to keep us safe. And that's what My Care is trying to accomplish. So moving on for the sake of time. All right, guys, we have another producer's market. Thank goodness they're starting to get more partnerships, because I was wondering. I was like, man, for like a whole month, they had a partnership every day, and it's been a whole week, and I have not seen one. Yesterday we had one, and today we have one. So Amor Terra. Yeah, I am terrible when it comes to pronouncing these names. It's in Milano, Italy, a privately held company established in 2015. Let's take a look at the story and the mission statement. We are convinced that transparent information is the primary element for establishing a long-lasting relationship based on trust. Since the birth of the movement, I don't even know how to pronounce that, we have gone beyond what is required by the law in reporting our cultivation and processing practices directly to our labels. Amor Terra was a trip that began in 2012 across the Italian artisanal supply chain. Amor Terra merges the unique knowledge of more than 100 farmers and artisans utilizing our experience in the development of products and marketing. For every product, we handle an entire supply chain step by step, and that's why we love to define ourselves as manufacturers in the production or supply chains. Let's take a look at the mission statement. We protect wheat biodiversity, which is threatened by an industrial selection process that favors a handful of high gluten varieties. Amor Terra rediscovers the riches and prosperities of ancient kind of wheat. Let's take a look at their farm. And that is a big old farm right there. I wish I had enough money to buy land like that. Donate to my Patreon. Nice little farm. Nice little wheat farm here. Making noodles. So yeah. Let's give a shout out to these wheat farmers here. Track traced on the VITRO Thor blockchain, Amor Terra. Italy is just beautiful, man. Like, every time we get a producer's market from Italy, it's just the most beautiful fields, like the most beautiful farms. It's crazy, but yeah, producer's market is back, and I'm happy. Let's move on. All right, in minor news, VIMworld All 249 of these Saiyan Warrior Women collections, VIMs, have sold out in less than 20 seconds. I'm trying to tell y'all need to get up on these VIMs, bro. Like, they are getting sold like hotcakes, and if you get them for free, you can flip them on the market. You can flip them on the VIM market. So, you know, yeah, I mean, these things sell out crazy. 249 of those things must have cost, I don't even know how much they cost, but yeah, these digital collectibles are the next big thing. So just wanted to showcase that. All right, guys. So that's it here. Let's move on with the shout outs and let's take a look at the markets. I hope you enjoyed the show. We have 13:28, 3 hours, 7 minutes, 35 seconds to the next Bitcoin block halving. I'd like to give a shout out to Jeffrey, the Fertilize, Lassie Nielsen, Sergio, Mac Harris, Bread Garlic House, Sean D, and AJ. Thank you for your wondrous support, guys. I really appreciate it. Because of you, I'm one step closer to getting out of wage slavery. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button for me. Almost to 4,000 strong, 4,000 soldiers. And the markets, as they look now, let's just hop to that slide right now. The markets here, Bitcoin is just kind of doing its thing here. We got above 11 a little bit, but we did not get rejected super hard. So hopefully we cross over that 11 mark for good at some point. Hopefully this week or next week, whatever. Yeah, not much else to really talk about. I don't think there's any major pumps today. Oh, I was wrong. It's Uniswap. So Uniswap has a token now. I might need to pick some of that up because, yeah, Uniswap is on fire. How many tokens do they have? Oh, they have about 1 billion. Max supply 1 billion. So, yeah, it's priced pretty right. It could go higher, but I don't know if it will. All right, guys. Well, that's enough of that. Thank you so much for your attention. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the subscriptions. Don't let your memes be dreams, guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow.